Right, this video here is to show the Nissan throttle body. This is from a QG15 cable type. Right, I'm making this video because I didn't see plenty videos on YouTube with these. Right, so this piece here with my thumb finger on, that is the throttle position sensor, or the TPS sensor. The top part is where you actually get the throttle angle. The bottom, this piece of my, right, this piece here is what tell the brain if the throttle open or it in closed position. Here is where it tell it the angle, right? So the top part is basically a variable resistor, and the bottom part is just two switches. Right inside is the throttle plate. Right, if I move the throttle plate, you see the throttle open. Right, the cable, the accelerator cable is open this. Right, but it had to make the video on now. Right, so the throttle cable hooking up here, and as you mash, it will open. Right, the bottom here is the idle air control valve. This valve is a stepper motor, a step type motor, right? So our scrap down the next one, so you see how inside it is work, and then I will activate it using the scan tool, so you see how this works. So if you watch here, you're seeing a port, the bottom left, right? So this piece mounting up on the intake manifold. So it's sucking air from there while the throttle plate closed. It will suck air from there through the inside here, right? And this valve here, the idle air control valve, is open and allow air to flow. So when you're doing a throttle relearn, it's setting basically the brain calibrating which part is zero and which part is not zero, so it know how far to open. So anytime you disconnect it, you might need to do a relearn if you make any changes. Alright? So I'll pause in here now to scrap down the next one where you could see the valve itself. Right, so this one here, the valve is two screws, either Philip head or flathead. One, two. Right? Just take it off and tie this rubber gasket. So this piece here is the step. So this piece, if you watch inside the seat, have a kind of copper looking gasket, a copper looking seat. So this piece is fit down there and closed, right? And if you watch the seat, a little kind of flap thing, right? That flap thing, I will open that just now. Right, don't mind the ponging. Right, but you see here, this part here, sucking the air from here, right? So when it suck, this valve here will block that hole. Will block this hole here. So no air wouldn't come through this side. Right? And as it adjusts with the step, it will determine how much air allowed to pass in the throttle. So this is really important for your idle. Right? And then it had the little paddle looking part there. So that is open or close as well too. Right, so this piece coming out from here, right? But inside of that, have this piece and this spring, and it's supposed to have a O-ring, right? So if we watch inside now you're not seeing the flap. Alright, if you watch inside there, you mightn't see it properly, but that is where this piece here, the air coming in through there, entering through here, this controlling it for it to go back up. Well, actually it entering through here, coming down here. The idler control valve with the step motor determining how much air come through here, and then it will come out here, right? And that's why the throttle plate closed. So all the air that coming in will take place through there. Right, so this piece going back inside here. Right. So if we watch, we see it inside there now. Right. And you see it moving. So when it moves so, it's restricting a lot of air. When it turns this way, you're allowing a lot of air to pass. Right? Close, open. A lot of air, a little bit of air. Right? So the vacuum would adjust that. And then we have the spring that fitting in the groove. Right? So there is the spring fitting in the groove there. And then we put back on the cap. Alright, so the spring in, that part in, and if you watch there, you see the O-ring. Right, and there's the cap for it here. You see the cap have a groove to fit on the spring. Right, the groove. Right, so you see the groove. Line up the groove on the spring. Right, and then we tighten. Right, and we're good to go there. Alright, so we mount it back up there. Right, I'm not putting in the actuator with the steppers yet, because I want to hook that up on the wire to show how it is work. Alright. So there's the launch. We done enter the Nissan 16 pin. The module we're looking at is the ECM. Right? So we want to go actuation test. IAC opening without monitor, because right now we off, right? So it have it in steps here. So we see if we press Q up, it will go up by about 10, I believe. Yeah, going up by 10. Right, so I'm going up. So watch your motor. Right. Right, and then we go down. So if you watch your seat moving little by little. So the brain will control it, and that will determine how much air passes. Right, so again, it's opening. Right, and basically that is how that valve does work in the throttle body. Right, so that is how the valve does work, and then now we just putting it back together. Right, so it has the O-ring. Press it on. Make sure it seats properly. screw it back up. One screw, two screws. Right, and then to install.